If you've played Terraria before, you most likely heard of the new game called Core Keeper. Core Keeper is a sandbox survival game where you mine resources, craft tools, and explore an underground world. If Terraria, Minecraft, and Stardew Valley had a child, it would definitely be this game. Now, speaking as someone who sunk a staggering 500 hours each into Terraria and Stardew Valley, nearly completing both, I might add, it only felt natural to tackle Core Keeper and aim for a 100% completion. I dabbled in its early access, but haven't touched the game since its official release a few months ago. Now, I'm itching to dive back and discover what's new. With the game's release, Core Keeper boasts 46 achievements. In today's video, I'll be unlocking every single one of them. For this challenge, I'll be playing on normal difficulty, since the hard mode doesn't offer exclusive loot like Terraria's expert mode, nor does it impact the achievement. This journey took me about 50 hours to complete. So if you enjoyed today's video, please consider subscribing. It really helps. One tricky thing to note is that most Core Keeper achievements are hidden until you unlock them. While this adds to the mystery, it's not exactly helpful. Fortunately, you'll find that many achievements can be unlocked just by playing and progressing naturally. My journey in Core Keeper began with defeating Clutch the Abominous Mask for my first achievement. Unfortunately, the loot didn't include the coveted egg for a pet. Not want to give up, I bought an egg from the merchant and hatched an Ember Tip, securing my second achievement. Next, I ventured along Slime Trail with Cornrows, and I bought my way to an easy victory over the massive bug. It was a smooth start, until I encountered Malugas. He quickly humbled me with his power. Since Malugas used to be an optional boss, I didn't have much experience fighting him. It took a few attempts, but I finally prevailed, earning another achievement and unlocking the outer layer of the underground. Here's the thing, I remembered that in the early access, to actually progress the game, you need to defeat the Hive Mother, not Malugas. So, my next target was set. After an intense battle, I took down the Hive Mother, unlocking the opportunity to grind my combat skill. However, I've decided to take a more leisurely approach, letting those skills level up naturally as I continue exploring and playing. In the meantime, I took a detour into the depths of mining, equipped the Ring of Rock and Ring of Stone, achieving the aptly named Rock and Stone achievement. Progress is steady, and the adventure is just beginning. With all the ring posts defeated, it was time to venture out and hunt the Titans. The first on the list was Alzeus the Sky Titan, located in the Alzeus Wilderness. Having learned from my mistake against Malugas, I took the time to build an arena to maneuver effectively during the battle. And it paid off, as I managed to defeat Alzeus on my very first try. Shortly after, I stumbled upon Ivy's arena and took a unique approach, just running around shuffling the slime in my path while letting my minions finish the fight. It worked like a charm. During my exploration, I also lucked out when one of the slimes dropped a King Slime summon item, leading to a quick and satisfying fight against Hip. The Sunken Sea was next, and I was pleasantly surprised by how quickly I found Omoroth's arena. Compared to the pre-release version I had played before, the smaller map was a welcome change. Oh, and defeating Omoroth? Easy. With Omoroth done, my final target was Ra'akar in the Desert of Bikini. Thanks to the smaller map generation, what used to take ages to find now only require a fraction of the time. Ra'akar turned out to be the toughest boss yet. I died a couple of times before finally bringing him down, partially due to my hubris. Somewhere during the chaos in the battle, my trusty Embertail reached level 10, unlocking the Pet Prodigy achievement. was a hard-fought victory, one that made the triumph even sweeter. After obtaining the souls of the Titans, our next task was to hunt down the Hydras roaming the wilds. Since we were revisiting previous areas, I decided to thoroughly explore them to gather the materials required for crafting the legendary weapons. And for this, we need the broken handle from the Hive Mother, the clear gemstone from a large maze, and the cheap blade from the Azeos wilderness. Using the strip mining technique, I quickly located the structures containing both the clear gemstone and the cheap blade. With these materials in hand, we forged the legendary rune sword, a weapon I had never crafted in my earlier playthrough, so it was quite exciting. While still in the Azeos wilderness, I figured it was a good time to take on Hydra, the first Hydra, and emerge victorious. Our next mission took us to the Sunken Sea to face Hydra, but before confronting it, I decided to craft the legendary Phantom Spark. This required gathering 3 materials from the metropolis in the Sunken Sea. During my exploration, I stumbled upon a cavling toilet and snapped a throne fit for a king achievement. After visiting all 3 sites and securing the schematic, we crafted the Phantom Spark and defeated Hydra, leaving Hydra as the final Hydra. Equipped with the larvae set, I even chatted with the big larva to join the gossip group. A fun little detour. Once buffed up and ready, I summoned Hydra and battled it in Ra-Akar's arena. The fight was fairly straightforward, and with Hydra defeated, I not only earned another achievement, but also unlocked the path to challenge Corekeeper's final boss. Before taking on the final boss, I decided to take another detour and snag some easier achievements, like in Rush and Legendary Fossil. Since this would be my first time facing the final boss, I wanted to be fully prepared. I headed back to the Sunken Sea and took on the Atlantean world to acquire its life-stealing equipment. Sure, it's a bit late in the game for this gear, but since I was already in the area, I figured I might as well face Morpha the aquatic mass, and the battle was worth it. Fully equipped, I took on the core commander. The fight was fun, and the core commander defeated, I finally returned to the overworld. But my adventure wasn't over yet. There were still 2 bosses standing in my way, Igneous and Urschlein. First, I set my sight on Igneous in the desert of Beginning. While there, I gathered enough resources over time to craft the Soul Seeker at the Ancient Forge, which felt like a milestone achievement. Next, I shifted my focus to leveling up my gardening skill to 100, unlocking the Nature Nurturer and Power Midas achievements. Buffing myself with the best advantages, I prepared for the final showdown against Urschlein. To ensure success, I cleared plenty of space to outrun Urschlein during the fight. The battle was intense, but I slowly chipped away at its health until I emerged victorious. With Urschlein defeated, I had successfully conquered every single boss in Corekeeper. Fitting conclusion to an epic journey. Wait. The journey didn't end there. 15 more achievements awaited me. Most were fairly straightforward except for one, the Oracle card. Not only did I need to locate a unique structure that spawns just once in the entire world, but I also need to collect 9 different cards with varying drop rates across multiple biomes. Realizing this would take some time, I decided to postpone it and focus on leveling my melee and range skill for the Sting Like a Bee and Robin Hood achievement. So, remember when we defeated the Hive Mother earlier? I turned her area into an AFK grinding spot perfect for both skills. and by the time I returned, both were maxed out. Oh, and I didn't waste time during those sessions either. I also hatched countless eggs from the merchant to collect all the different colored ember tails for the I Want 'em All achievement. Next, I set out to max out both the summoning and magic skill trees using the materializer I had found in the Shimmering Frontier. I had the perfect setup for this. Let me introduce you to Mushroom Brutes. Their thick coating protects them from damage, making them ideal for grinding experience. The only catch is their low spawn rates and tendency to charge aggressively, even breaking walls to get to me. Luckily, with a ledge between us, I kept the fun guys at bay. Using their figure in the materializer, I leveled magic with arcane staff and summoning with the Tome of Decay, successfully maxing out all the combat skill. To save time, I multitasked by cooking food and drilling ore boulders to tackle the cooking and crafting skill trees. Thanks to the crops I had planted earlier, I simply cooked them during the grinding sessions, easily reaching max level without effort. For crafting, I used up my solarite and octarine to forge items and then disassemble them immediately. Efficient and effective. With only a few skills left to max out, I turned my attention to finding the cards for the Oracle deck and the Threads of Fate in the Desert of Beginning. Several hours of searching finally paid out, leaving me with just 8 achievements to go. 4 of these were tied to skill trees: mining, fishing, vitality, and running. While leveling running, I switched the in-game season to Cherry Blossom and gathered petals to craft 10 Cherry Blossom tree, unlocking the 5 cm per second achievement. Next up, I cooked whatever ingredients I had left in various combinations to unlock the Certified Chef achievement. Then, I played the Tune of Tempest with the ocarina I had. Finally, changed my appearance to match the official illustration to earn the Impersonator achievement. And with that, I hit 46 out of 46 achievements available. Looking back, I couldn't help but laugh. It was an anticlimactic ending. Next time though, I'll plan to finish with a truly grand achievement to wrap things up each style. Or I cannot just do this